Welcome, dear students. We are moving to the next chapter in business studies, small business. Already we have gone through lot of aspects related to business. In this module, we are going to learn about what is the concept of small business, what are the problems faced by the small business, what are the different government assistance for small business in India. So let us begin with what is the meaning and the concept of small business. So a business which operates on a small scale and required less capital, less labor and less machines is called small business. The goods are produced on a small scale in these type of industries. This business is operated and managed by the owner of the business. Most probably, small business will be in the form of sole proprietorship. So the business which work with less capital, less number of laborers and less machines are known as small business. So remember the concept. Then we have to learn the definition. According to Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006, a small scale enterprise defined as on where the investment in plant and machinery is more than 25 lakh but does not exceed 5 crore. So the industry which invests maximum 5 crore in fixed asset is known as minimum 25 lakh is known as small scale business. And most probably two classification is there for small business, traditional industries and modern small industries. Traditional industries and modern small industries. Traditional industries, which is related to handlooms, handicraft works, coir works, sericulture, khadi and village industries. And the most modern form of these small industries are small scale industries and power looms. Lot of examples are there. So this is the classification related to small business. So we have to learn more about the role of small business in rural India. Most of the small business organizations, small scale industries are operating in rural area. So we have to know the role of small business in rural India. The first one is it provides a lot of employment opportunities in rural area. Especially the cottage and rural industries provide employment opportunities in the rural areas. As these are labor-oriented enterprises in Indian rural areas, ample labor is available. Lot of labor is available, not only in a particular state. Lot of people are moving from one to another state. So it provides a lot of employment opportunity in rural areas. The next one is it improves the economic conditions. It improves the economic condition of the society and the state and the country. So small business provides multiple source of income to the rural households, and small scale industries improves economic condition and the standard of living of people living in those areas. So it helps for improving, enhancing the economic condition of the people. Next one, prevent migration. Migration in the sense shifting on area from one area to another area, mainly from rural area to urban area. So due to the opportunities available in small scale industry, it prevents, it curtails the moving of people from rural area to urban area. So it prevents migration of people from rural area to urban areas. It helps for the utilization of local resources. It is another role. Every time the small scale industries uses raw material as what is the material or what are the resources available in their area. Especially the coir, wood and other products are best example for these type of local resources. So it utilizes maximum all the available resources in their locality for production of products. And the next one is it helps for the equitable distribution of rational income. Equal distribution of national income is possible only through the development of small scale industries. So small scale industries and the cottage industries always ensure equitable, equal distribution of national income all around the India. And this helps to reduce the gap between rich and poor in the country. So most modern small scale industries also helps for the equitable distribution and it helps for increasing the national income also. And the last point indicates balanced regional development is possible with the support of the small business in India. Balanced regional development. From this picture, it is very clear. There is a development of agricultural, the traditional sector plus the urban areas in the same way, the balanced way. Both are progressing. And India gives more importance for this balanced regional development. These enterprises, small business enterprises, are often depend on the local raw material source of production. This way, industries do not just limit themselves to a particular place but diversity. This helps in balanced regional development. So these are the points that indicates the role of small business in rural India. So remember, the concept of small business indicates the industries which are operating with less capital, less labor, and less number of raw materials. And I hope all these points are very clear. Next video lesson, we are going to learn about the different problems faced by small business in India and what are the sources of assistance from the part of government for the small business in India. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and to share the videos. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome dear students. We are moving to the next video lesson related to the chapter small business and the topic is problems of small scale industries and what are the government assistance for these type of small scale industries. So remember the first point is related to the lack of managerial experience. So small business mainly owned by single individual, a person who have maybe having good quality and experience having without any quality and experience. So that is the problem. Managerial experience is very low in this case of small business enterprises. So the management is it will not be high performing one and most probably those who are having education or sometimes it will be managed by illiterate people also. So remember lack of managerial experience is one problem and the next one is inadequate financial support for the small business. Those who are working or owing the small enterprises, they are not able to bring maximum finance for the running of this organization. It is yet another problem faced by the small business in India, inadequate financial support. Then they are lacking proper machinery and equipment. Still, majority of the small business organizations are depending upon the traditional forms of production, machinery and equipments. They are not able to purchase high-speed and computerized machines of modern era. That is one problem faced by small business in India, lack of proper machinery and equipment. And a lack of technical know-how. Majority of the owners of small business, they do not have any technical skill and updation regarding the modern technologies for the improvement of production and products. You know very well, the most modern technologies of production helps for reducing cost of production and reducing the cost of production leads to earning more profit. But the know-how regarding the technical skill is very low in the case of small entrepreneurs. And the next problem is irregular supply of raw materials. These type of small business owners, they do not have high amount to purchase bulk raw materials, and they are producing product in small quantity. They are forced to purchase small quantities of raw materials, and the price of that type of raw material will be very high. When we are purchasing bulk raw material, they will get raw materials in less price, so that is the problem. They will never get bulk quantity due to the financial problems. So irregular supply of raw material mainly maybe from the producers. And problem of marketing is another problem faced by the small business in India. Marketing problems, especially the small entrepreneurs, they are not aware about the modern trends in marketing, ways of marketing, methods of marketing. They are still following the traditional ways. They are not depending upon the advertising and network oriented distribution system due to lack of awareness and inadequacy of finance. So, problem of marketing their product is another problem faced by the small business in India. So, these are the common problems faced by small business in India, and the government is giving more support for these type of small industries in different ways. So, we have to look at what are the financial or non-financial support given by government organization for small industries in India. So, the first point indicates every time the government in their budgets and policies reserve the production of some product exclusively for the small scale units. The government has notified that 675 items can be produced exclusively by the small scale units. So the production of that type of items, products is reserved only for these type of small scale industries. Examples like writing pad, paper bag, rubber bands, paper vials, etc. And also next support reservation and preference in government procurement. Not only providing a reservation for the product, they are collected by all the materials are specially collected by government and distributed in the government departments. So every time government supports these organization by collecting their product also. And next financial support include support given by government include infrastructural and institutional support. Normally, the infrastructural facility of small scale industries will be very low. Government provides infrastructural and institutional support through industrial estates by creating industrial estates, district industry centers, small industries service institute, etc. All these type of organization run by government provides technical assistance, testing facility, training programs for the small scale industries in India. So that is another support given by government. And government assists the small scale industries by hiring high value machineries. Machineries having high value will be purchased by the government and given to the small scale industries in lease. So in that way, through higher purchase of machinery, government assists the small scale industries. Government also helps for the marketing of product produced by the small scale industries through SIDO, NSIC, etc. These type of national and state level organizations supporting for the marketing of the product produced by the small scale units. So remember the points. And next, government provides a lot of financial assistance with the support of commercial banks and state level financial institutions. And most probably they are providing subsidies, and the loans are given with less interest rate. Training facilities are also provided by government to enhance the technical skill of the small entrepreneurs in India. A lot of institutes are set up by Government of India at the central and the state level for giving training programs to uplift the technical skills and a lot of awareness for the small entrepreneurs. Government also helps assist by supplying adequate amount of raw material for the small business entrepreneurs, providing raw material whenever they need it at less amount of price to the small scale industries. And also government creates industrial estates, industrial estate to support the small scale business in India. Lot of industrial estates were created in different parts of India, especially for running these type of small scale industries who are not able to create their own small scale industry with building and land. Government will provide a particular place and building for operating their small scale industry. That is the concept of industrial estate. So these are the supports given by government to solve the problems faced by small business units in India. They are also helping in some other ways also. So a lot of institutions are there to support these type of small business units that we will learn in the next video lesson. So dear friends, please go through the concepts related to problems of small business and the government assistance for small business unit by watching this video again and again, and also by subscribing my channel you can view the next part of the chapter small business. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Dear students, welcome to the next video lesson from the chapter small business. And in this video lesson, we are going to learn about what are the different institutions that supports small industries in India. So we have to learn in detail. In a summarized manner, we have to learn what are the different organizations that are supporting. First one is, you know very well, NABARD, National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. So you know very well, most of the small scale industries are operating in rural area. So the Apex Bank, which started in 1982 to support the small scale industries in rural area, the Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. The objective is to create sustainable and employment opportunity to the unemployed and underemployed persons in rural areas, especially for rural artisans, handicraftsmen, small entrepreneurs, group of individuals and partnership firms, cooperative societies are eligible for the financial assistance from NABARD. So remember the concept, NABARD is supporting the different forms of small business enterprises in rural area. Next organization is Rural Small Business Development Center, RSBDC, Rural Small Business Development Center. Actually, it is sponsored by NABARD. It is same to give management and technical assistance to the micro and small scale entrepreneurs in rural area. So, RSBDC provides effective assistance for the management and technical area in small scale industries and micro industries in the rural area. And this agency has organized various programs on rural entrepreneurship, skill upgradation workshops, training programs, etc., especially in village areas. And it helps unemployed youth in rural areas in starting small business in their own locality. So these are the different supports given by Rural Small Business Development Center, run by and managed by, sponsored by NABARD. Remember, RSBDC, Rural Small Business Development Center. And the next one is National Small Industries Corporation Limited. National Small Industries Corporation Limited, NSIC. It was started functioning on 1995, and the main functions include supply of machinery on hire purchase basis. So providing machinery on hire purchase basis to the small industries, providing equipment leasing facility. Not only machinery, equipments are also provided in leasing facility. Registration of units for participation in the purchase programs of the central and state governments. providing registration for the small business enterprises in the purchase programs of central government and state government. Also provides marketing assistance for the small scale industries to market their product. Development of prototypes of machinery and equipment. Development of machineries and equipment needed for these type of small scale industries, and a new scheme of performance and credit rating of small business. Credit rating of small business is also undertaken by National Small Industries Corporation Limited, yet another organization to support small business in rural areas. And the next one is Small Industries Development Bank of India, an apex bank which support small industries to every time whenever they need financial support. So it is an apex bank set up to meet the credit requirement of small scale industries, and it has 27 branches and 5 regional offices with its head office in Lucknow. So the head office of SIDBI is situated in Lucknow. It has 27 branches and 5 regional offices, and it offers refining of term loans. It helps in refining the term loans taken by the small entrepreneurs, discounting and rediscounting the bill of exchange of the small entrepreneurs. It extension of equity type assistance also helps for raising capital and providing of factoring and leasing services. Factoring and leasing services. Factoring service means already you know very well. Factoring service for collecting the book debts, and leasing services providing machineries on lease, and specialized schemes for the direct assistance. Special schemes for the welfare of small entrepreneurs in the rural area. Remember, the apex organization for the support of small business industries is the SIDBI. And the next one, the National Commission for Enterprises in the Unorganized Sector. National Commission for Enterprises in the Unorganized Sector. And it recommended measures for the improvement of productivity of small enterprises in the informal sector. So this organization helps measures by providing measures for the improvement of productivity, increasing the productivity of small enterprises in the rural area and informal sector. It generates employment opportunity on a sustainable basis. So this organization helps for generating more employment opportunity for the rural people, and it enhances competitiveness of the small scale sector to survive in the global environment. So it helps this organization, National Commission for Enterprises in the unorganized sector, helps the small business organization to survive in the global business world. And also it linked the sector with the other institutions in areas such as credit technology, marketing, and skill development. So this organization helps by providing awareness regarding the new technologies and marketing, technologies of production, marketing. It also provides training program for the skill development of the unorganized sector peoples. And the next one is Rural and Women Entrepreneurship Development. Rural and Women Entrepreneurship Development, RWED. And it aims at promoting an environment to business at building institutional and human capacity, especially for rural women. As the name indicates, rural and women entrepreneurship development, especially this program set up by the central government to support the women entrepreneurs in the rural sector. Helps in creating a better business environment to encourage initiative of rural entrepreneurs. So, women entrepreneurs in the rural area, they will get assistance to set up, to create a better business environment, and to come with the initiative to start these type of small business in their locality. It enhances human and institutional capability to increase the productivity. So these type of organization provides training for the women entrepreneurs to enhance their capacities. Not only their capacities, also for the institutional capacity to increase productivity, increasing the number of production of number of products. And it provides training to women entrepreneurs on various areas, especially in skill development to run and manage their own entrepreneurship very helpfully. So remember, few more organizations are there which support these type of small entrepreneurship in rural area that we will learn in the next video lesson. So watch these type of organization video again and again, watch video again and again, and develop your own concepts regarding the different institutions that support small organizations in the rural area. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you so much. Dear students, welcome to the last area from the chapter small business, and in this video lesson you are going to learn the second part from the topic institutional support for small business in India. Already we have learned lot of financial support given by the organizations NABARD, SIDBI, etc. And the next one is World Association for Small and Medium Enterprises, WASME, World Association for Small and Medium Enterprises, and it aims to develop an action plan for sustained growth of rural enterprises. So the aim of WASME, World Association for Small and Medium Enterprise, is to develop a best action plan for the sustained continuous growth of rural enterprises. And it has set up an international committee for rural industrialization. So it is an international level organization which set up a committee for the development of rural industrial sector. And there are various government programs, schemes which are run under this organization, that is IRDP project, PMRV, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, then TRISEM, etc. There are wage employment scheme also provided by this type of organization, wage employment scheme like GRY, Food for Work, etc. And also other schemes like Khadi, Handloom and Handicraft programs are also undertaken by World Association for Small and Medium Enterprises. So remember, this is yet another organization which provides financial and another supports for the development of rural industrialization. And the next one is Scheme of Fund for Regeneration of Traditional Industries. Scheme of Fund for Regeneration of Traditional Industries in India. The central government set up this program with a 100 crore investment, and this is meant for allocation of begin with the year 2005 the program set up, and it is to make implementation by the Ministry of Agro and Rural Industry with the help of the state government for the upliftment of the rural small scale industries. And the main objective of the program is to develop clusters of traditional industry. Clusters means a small group of traditional industries in particular locality. It is the main motto of this program, and it helps to make traditional industries competitive, profitable and sustainable. Sustainable means continuing for the long period. And main aim of this scheme is to help the people who are working in the small scale industries, especially in the traditional industries, and make them competitive, make the organization profitable, and make the business to be continuous and sustainable. And it helps to create employment opportunity in traditional industry. This program especially meant for creating employment opportunity in traditional industries also. And this program set up by central government in 2005 with the support of state governments in India, and rupees 100 crore invested for this program. And yet another program or the organization which support is Small Industries Development Organization, SIDO. Actually, it is an apex body for formulating, coordinating, and monitoring the policies and programs for promotion and development of small scale industry in India. So, SIDO is the apex body which helps for the upliftment of small scale industries by formulating, coordinating, and monitoring well-defined policies and programs for the development and promotion of small-scale industries. And their functions include to evolve a national policy for the development of small-scale industries. A national level policy is to be formulated for the development of small-scale industries in India and to coordinate the policies and programs of various state governments. That this program and this organization helps to coordinate the policies and programs created by various state governments for the upliftment of small-scale industries and to reserve items for production by small-scale industries. Especially, already we have learned government is giving around more than 600 products, especially for the small-scale industries in India, produced by the small-scale industries in India, and it will be reserved by the support of SILOM. It helps for to collect data on consumer items imported and encourage entrepreneurs to produce them by coordinated assistance. So provides maximum data for the entrepreneurs also to bring different and innovative products. So these are the support given by Small Industries Development Organization for Small Scale Industries in India. And the next one is Small Industries Development Corporation, SIDCO. It was set up in 19. It was set up with the support of Indian Companies Act of 1956 by the state government undertaking. And the main functions include to procure and supply of scarce raw materials. Especially, we listed on problem for the small scale industry, that is inadequate supply of the raw materials. And this SIDCO helps the small scale industries for the regular supply of raw materials. Whenever they need scarcity in raw material, it will be provided by SIDCO. And to supply machinery on hire purchases, providing machinery for small scale industries on hire purchases, and to provide marketing assistance for distributing their product, small scale industries product at the global level, and it enter joint ventures in the small scale industries. So, for providing financial, technical, and skill-oriented assistance, SIDCO joins hands together with the small-scale industries. That is, they are forming joint ventures. And to construct industrial estate and provide infrastructural facilities, yet another objective of SIDCO. They are providing opportunity by creating industrial estate and providing infrastructural facility for the upliftment of small-scale industries in India. Yet another organization, Small Industries Service Institutes. Institutes, we have to remember the term institutes. And this is set up to provide consultancy and training for the existing small entrepreneurs. And their functions include to render technical support services. Mainly, this institution provides training programs for the entrepreneurs to conduct entrepreneurship development programs, EDPs, entrepreneurship development programs, and to initiate promotional programs for the small scale industries. And the next organization which supports small scale industry is State Industrial Development Corporation, SIDCS, State Industrial Development Corporation. So mainly 26 state industrial development corporations are there in India under different state governments. It is set up to provide facilities to rapid industrialization in different states. And their functions include granting loans, issuing guarantees, underwriting the shares and debentures of that small scale entrepreneurs, promoting industrial projects by themselves or in participation with others, underwriting the development of industrial areas, construction of sheds and providing infrastructural facility for the small entrepreneurs, and also administrating various schemes of the government. So they are providing a lot of services. And the last one is district industries centers. District industries centers. It was established in 1978 for catering the needs of entrepreneurs. And this organization acts as a multifunctional agency in respect of various government departments. The district industry centers comes under the Directorate of Industries and Commerce of every state. So, in every state and in every district, there will be one district industries center. The organizational structure includes one general manager and several managers of different disciplines, and their function is to provide technical services in the area relevant to the need of district concern. So these are the organizations which provides supports for the different modes of support for the small scale industries in India. So hope all the concepts are very clear for you. If it is not clear, please watch the video again and again. Read the concept by pausing the video and watch the video and develop your own concept. Thank you for watching my videos and subscribing channel. Thank you. Thanks.